Yeah, good stuff
All
there
right,
too.
let's go to Best Actress. We got 2 more categories here.
Yeah,
So
we're
Best
getting there.
Actress. Dave, what do you got?
Oh man, this one's so tough. This is Brendan mentioned earlier how this one is stacked, and
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Yeah,
definitely
I
is.
feel like that's like every year. This is the
Yeah.
category that's always so stacked.
Yeah, women are better than men. That is what we're. I mean,
That's what we're implying. Thank you for putting it so directly.
Better at acting than men. That's it. So my nominees: Lily Rose Depp for Nosferatu, Maisie Stella for My Old Ass, Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths, Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here, and my wildcard pick, Naomi Scott from Smile 2.
That's a good pick.
So hard, man. I mean, it's one of those things where if you asked me on 3 different days, you'd probably get 3 different answers, to be honest with you.
Sure.
But I think man, it's hard. But I think I have to go with Fernanda Torres, and I'm Still Here. Lily Rose Depp gives the most committed performance of the year, the most physical performance of the year, and I love it. I adore it. I adore a lot of the things that she's doing. But Fernanda Torres, as I mentioned in my review, it would be so easy to overplay this. It would be so easy to go over the top and scream and yell and gnash your teeth. But her character can't do that because she still has to take care of her family. She still has to be strong. And so she does that. And yet you can never not see the pain behind her eyes. It is a subtle, beautiful, commanding performance. And I would love if awards continued to shower on her, because this is so worth watching. Like Brendan, you mentioned in that episode you guys did, that even if you don't love the movie, she is so watchable that it almost doesn't matter. It almost doesn't matter if nothing around her works. She is that good.
Yeah. Yeah. She really is great. And here are my 20 nominees for Best Actress.
Could be so easy to do. Yeah.
It really was tough.
Yeah.
We do cross over on one, Dave, and that's Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths. But you make a great point that really you could swap out any other 5 and you have a really great crop of 5 nominees here. It really just goes to show how competitive that it is. But I do have Marianne Jean-Baptiste as one of my nominees alongside Juliette Garipe for Red Rooms,
great choice.
Mikey Madison for Enora, Nell Tiger Free for The First Omen, and Daisy Ridley for Sometimes I Think About Dying. But man, so many other ones I could pick here. Weirdly, though, my winner was always my winner since I first saw this movie. It's honestly kind of not even close in many ways. I think Juliette Garipe in Red Rooms is the performance of the entire year. I think it's the best performance of the whole year. I think it's so good, it should be in the category of crime horror thrillers of characters like Hannibal Lecter. I really think Kelly Ann is that crucial of a character for this type of movie, this type of genre movie. I think this movie, this performance, this character, superbly evil. It is so evil. The most evil movie of the year. And as far as I'm concerned, like I said, it is. Yeah. I think it's the best performance of the year. I really think it's that hypnotically frightening. I've never been this like shaken by a performance in a long time.
Yeah, it's rough. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, to reiterate how insanely stupid this category is, like, she's probably my number 6, but I very much do agree with you. I think it is one of the very best performances of the year. It's kind of why I shoehorn in best overlooked performance, because I want to be able to highlight characters like that and performances like that, because it absolutely is one of the best performances of the year. I wholeheartedly agree. Again, like I mentioned with the last category, I could have another 5 here than what I'm about to lay out, and you guys wouldn't bat an eye. There were several that was really, really difficult to cut out. As far as my 5, though, this is where I landed. Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths, Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here, Connie Kuzrudi for All We Imagine as Light, Daisy Ridley for Sometimes I Think About Dying, and my last nominee here, Inka Manalachi, I'm probably butchering that, I'm sorry, for Do Not Expect Too Much from the End of the World.
Okay.
Again, one of those last minute entries into this. So my apologies to Mikey Madison, who I had to cut out at the last possible second there. I do really love Honora, and I love that performance.
And that was my
but those are
6.
my
That was my number 6. It was so
so
hard. I don't even love Honora, but I do love her in that movie.
I love her too. Like it really hurt to cut Greppy and Madison there. I mean, again, as far as I'm concerned, I do consider them like a 5 B and C, but math is math. What are you going to do? I mean, it sucks.
It's the worst.
It is the worst. Something about math and art and sports doesn't go together, but anyway, here we are.
Here we are.
That's a debate.
So those are my 5. My winner here, and I do love how we are all, for as much crossing over as we've done, we have departed on this category, because my winner here, I'm going to Connie Kuzruti for All We Imagine as Light.
It's a great pick.
I love this performance. I've been championing this performance. It is one of those overlooked performances of the year as well. And it kind of circles back to what we were saying earlier. I understand why the film and maybe these performances don't work for everybody, but this is a film that is rooted in stoicism. It is very internalized. It's very reflective, and we learn so much about her loneliness and grief, and without her hardly saying anything. I mean, if you counted up all the words she says in the film, it's probably 24. She says so much more by simply reacting in the moment to other characters, and the relationship she has with the camera. It is the look in her eyes and how that displays this deep-seated grief. Dave, earlier you mentioned the rice cooker scene.
Jeez.
You could write a novel based off of that 10-second interaction. It is unbelievable what she's able to denote in that moment. Or as I've talked about a lot, especially going back to last week, the ending of this film and what she is conveying in those moments as well. It's a stunning performance that I think is deeply overlooked. And I don't know, there's something about the nonverbal communication in this film and how deeply poignant it is that I love. I mean, I think I noted when we reviewed this on the show, this is the character I fell in love with the most the whole year. I wanted to hug her at every moment in this film. I just wanted to wrap my arms around her, let her know it's going to be okay. We're going to get on the other side of this. Like, I just wanted to be there tangibly with the character. And that speaks to the prowess of the performance and how much I connected with her. Phenomenal. One of my very favorite performances of the year.
Nice.
Probably would have been my number 6, almost made by 5.